Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is I, the Writing Raven, and welcome back to Raven Raves, the segment in which I talk about things I like in 5 minutes or less, because otherwise I'd be here forever, and no one has time for that. Before I begin, I just want to say that if you hear any drilling in the background, there's some construction going on outside at the time I'm recording this, so please pay it no mind. With that said, today I will be talking about the second installment in my favorite video game franchise, Darksiders 2. Now, let us begin the timer. Darksiders 2 was actually my first introduction to the Darksiders franchise. It started when I read my brother's Game Informer magazine that featured this game back in 2012, I think it was. And I just instantly fell in love. The artwork, the storyline, the fact that you get to play as the frickin' Grim Reaper! The sets are beautiful too. Oh my gosh, I just loved it so much. And because I was 17 and the game was rated M for mature, it ended up being the very first game that I had bought for myself. Well, first console game anyway. And as soon as the opening narration started, I fell in love even more. Because it started with, "There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe." And that is a philosophy that I believe in quite strongly. So, as soon as I heard that, I was sold. And not just because you get to play as Death. Literally, Death. The eldest of the four horsemen, the leader of that brotherhood. Oh my gosh, he's just so badass and cool and awesome! Like I said, it's the second installment in the franchise, and the premise of it is that if you watched my previous Darksiders video, you'll know that the story of the games is that the apocalypse was triggered early and war was blamed for it. So with that being said, the premise of Darksiders 2 is Death going out of his way to prove his brother's innocence. And it is such an epic journey. The places you get to go. Oh, the settings are beautiful. The artwork is amazing. The characters you meet are pretty cool too. Oh my gosh, and the music. Jesper Kyd, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That soundtrack is just unbelievable. I love it so much. And Joe Mad's artwork on this, also amazing. I also just love how Death's personality, there's just so much mystery to him in the fact of that mask that he wears that he has literally not taken off in eons. And I do mean eons. He's got this air of sarcasm about him. He's got a witty quip to just about everything. His voice actor, I think, is the same guy who played the Crow back in the 90s. I may be wrong, but I am pretty sure that's him. Oh, it just sounds so cool. And you also get to go to the land of the dead. Literally Death in the land of the dead. Everything's made of bones and skulls and... I just love it so much. Now I really want to play it again. The different scythes that you get to equip, Death's speed and agility, and the different powers he can use. And of course, he's a necromancer. Duh, he's Death! Frickin' Death! In terms of my favorite characters in Darksiders, it's pretty much a tie between War and Death. But since Death was my introduction to the games, he does get a little bit more favor. Just this whole game. Everything about it. Just, come on. People, seriously, if you have not played this game, or the first one, what the hell are you doing with your lives? Become the badass that is Death! Do it! Do it now! He's also got this, crow or raven guide that he calls Dust, and his horse is named Despair, and it's literally a zombie steed with green wisps and fire coming out of the holes in its body, and it has a skull face, you can see its bones, and it's awesome! Trailing green fire in its wake. And behold, there I saw a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death. If I messed up that line, I do apologize to all the Christians listening. Death is just such this cool character. I won't say much about the mystery behind him. You should play the games for yourselves to figure out what I mean. Like I said, everything about this game is absolutely beautiful, and I just love it so much. Possibly even more than the first one. Actually, no. I do like Darksiders 2 more than Darksiders 1 because it just speaks to me. The art, the music, the character, all of it. That is all the time I have. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and also be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss your weekly therapy session or you will be charged. But remember, if you do subscribe, your first session is free. You can also find links to all of mine and my husband's socials in the description below, as well as links to our merch store and our Discord server known as The Clinic. Be sure to check them out. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Gothic Therapy, out.